Well, welcome back. President Biden's approval rating now at the lowest point of his presidency in a new NBC poll. This poll shows just 40% of Americans approve of the job that Biden's doing as president. Of the 1,000 Americans polled, 71% said that they believe the country is on the wrong track. 63% of Americans said that they do not approve of Biden's handling of the economy, as rampant inflation causes price hikes on nearly all products. Dagen, this is the worst we've seen yet, although there was another poll at 37% a couple of weeks ago, just looking at his handling of the economy, Dagen.
Right. I'm surprised it's this high, quite frankly, because you combined incompetence and incoherence from this president, and you get a tire fire in the White House. Just over the weekend, again, he can't even communicate clearly to the American people and to the world. It wasn't just the Biden seeming to call for regime change in Russia, and then the White House had to backtrack on that. On Friday, when he was talking to members of the Army's 82nd Airborne, he seemed to suggest that they'd be going into Ukraine. He was talking about,
That's right.
He said that when you're there, you're going to see when you're there the bravery of the women standing in the middle of tanks. What is he even talking about? This is on top of a wide open border, the botched withdrawal from Afghanistan, 40-year high inflation, wages falling more than 2%, when 2.5% when adjusting for that inflation. And also, Joe Biden has been incredibly divisive. Remember when he told vaccinated people that they had every right to be angry at unvaccinated, which is poppycock. He also has gone after, remember the border agent on horseback strapping a migrant? That was just a lie. And if he had turned around and said, I apologize, where's the investigation on that? He could, I would say he couldn't be worse, but there is, today is another day, and you never know what he might say or do.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, there were lies as well as misspeaking. Victoria, how do you see it?
Yeah, well, I think you have to look at it as well, Maria. I mean, the number one issue for people right now is inflation and the economy. And you look at where inflation is, you look at where gas prices are, there is a direct correlation between gas prices and presidential approval ratings. So I don't think it's a surprise that we're seeing approval ratings come down. And I think we're going to see the administration try to counter this a little bit with the budget that's coming out today. That's why you're seeing that billionaires tax issue that's coming out, where they're going to have a mandatory tax of 20% on people over 100 million. I think they're going to try to rally their base a little bit by doing something that was part of his campaign promise to try to counter all the issues that he's having, the ones Dagen mentioned, along with the inflation and gas issues that are facing consumers right now.
Yep.